craziest ways that teams have lost a game. Back in June 2008, the Angels were playing the Dodgers in a regular season game that seemed pretty normal at first, and Jared Weaver was the starting pitcher for the Angels while the Dodgers had a pretty strong lineup, so everyone expected it to be a close game. But what nobody realized was that this game would end up being one of the weirdest and most frustrating losses in baseball history, and it all started with Weaver pitching an absolute gem. You see, Weaver was completely shutting down the Dodgers, and after 6 innings, he hadn't given up a single hit, so the Angels brought in Jose Arredondo from the bullpen, and he kept the no-hitter going as well. The Angels pitchers were doing everything right on the mound, but their defense started to fall apart at the worst possible time. In the 5th inning, Matt Kemp hit a slow roller toward the mound, and Weaver tried to field it but bobbled the ball, which let Kemp reach first base on an error. Then, while Kemp was on base, he decided to steal second, and when the catcher tried to throw him out, his throw sailed into the outfield, so Kemp ended up on third base. This was already insane, but then shortly after, something unbelievable happened. The thing is, after Kemp got to third, the Dodgers didn't even need a hit to score, because Blake DeWitt stepped up and hit a sacrifice fly to right field, so Kemp tagged up and scored the only run of the entire game, and the Dodgers were suddenly winning 1-0, even though they still didn't have a single hit on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, the Angels pitchers kept dominating, and by the end of the 8th inning, they still hadn't allowed a hit, but the Angels offense just couldn't get anything going against the Dodgers pitching either. But then, the most painful part happened. As it turns out, the game ended with the Angels successfully throwing a no-hitter, but also failing to score, so they lost while throwing a no-hitter, which is one of the rarest things in all of baseball. And to make things even worse, because the Dodgers were the home team and already had the lead, the Angels only pitched 8 innings, so their combined no-hitter didn't even count as an official no-hitter in the record books.